Marriage is all about enduring, my sister. Let's organize 3 days vigil where we will pray and commit the heart of our men into the hands of God. Any relationship whatsoever that you have and you don't have your peace of mind, marriage or friendship or work or, and there is no peace of mind in it, you are just, you don't have your peace. I beg in the name of God, just to move away from that relationship. I beg. Therapy for any form of abuse in any way, for any form of relationship, is to actually run away, is to move away. Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so very much for tuning in. I am Osinachinwachukwu, if you are new here, and I feel of faith, mother parenting, Christian lifestyle from Lagos, Nigeria. So I welcome you to this family. If you'd like to be a part of this family, a part of this great family, please do have to subscribe and press the post notification bell beside so that I get notified each time I drop a video. Yes. And today, I don't want to bush around the bush. I just want to jump right into what I have to say. Well, as for now, I don't know what the title of this video will be, but it's all about matters of the heart. Okay, we already know what is going on in our society, especially in recent times. Please and please, for anyone in an abusive marriage, be it verbally abused. Now, one thing I actually want us to know before we before we dive deeper into this video is that there are different forms of abuse. We have physical abuse, we have verbal abuse, we have mental abuse, we have emotional abuse. Okay, and if you're in a relationship, or probably don't let me even be the relationship, we'll still come to that. Let me say marriage. If you're in a marriage and you are being physically abused, this is, the most obvious one we will see. Okay, please, no one is telling you that because the spiritual ones you say now Christianity telling not to divorce. Are you saying divorce is biblical, scriptural? I'm not saying you should divorce, alright? I'm just saying that you should run for your life. Okay, run to safety, especially if it is a physical one where you are being eaten, being anything physical. You get what I mean? Physical abuse, please run. I beg you in the name of Christ. Someone said, and I quote, that it's better for you to be alive than being dead and have a marriage. Okay, no certificate for the most, no a reward or crown for the most endured. What am I even going to say? There is no certificate for suffering in heaven. If you know you are being physically abused in your marriage, please leave before it is too late. I know most of the times why people don't want to leave, especially in a situation whereby they are being physically abused, is the fact that it's because of stigmatization. Yes, what will people say? What will the society say? What will my church members say? My mentees, my followers, my this, my parents. Eventually, we do not leave, and something eventually, I pray it won't happen, bad happen. People will eventually still say something, and what will they say at that time? Probably rest in peace. Yeah. If people don't say why will she leave, she cannot endure, she cannot do this, probably they will say rest in peace to you when you are long gone, when you are dead. So token of my own advice, a token is that you should leave. I know this is not the first time people will, this is not, in fact, I'm sure this is one of the 1 billion videos that has been made on people living when it's a case of physical abuse. But I don't know why people still don't listen. You care more about what the society will say over your own life. You care more about what your family will say over your own life. No one, I'm not telling you to divorce. I'm just saying you should remove yourself from the danger zone into safety. Then in safety you can now seek help. Don't go for counseling when the man is still beating you up. Don't go for counseling when the house is still on fire and you people are still under the same roof together. No, don't do that. Go for counseling or probably for advice or for whatever thing you want to go for when you are in safety, when you are safe. Alright? And that being said, other forms of abuse apart from physical abuse, there is verbal abuse. And this one is not just limited to marriage, marital relationship. It is related to any forms of relationship, friendship, family sort of relationship, probably siblings and all. whereby people around you, sorry if I'm sounding somehow, I'm actually a little bit under the weather. I have catarrh, so my voice, I don't know how my voice is sounding on camera anyways. Okay, just to put that out there. So if you're in a relationship and you are being verbally abused, they talk down on you, talk about you anyhow, just leave. Because when you are being verbally abused, there is no one that is being verbally abused that will still be themselves. They abuse you with their word kills. In fact, the words we speak in our mouth, they kills faster. But because people sit down and they keep thinking about it, you are too confrontational, you are too this. When you have I've been in relationship, I've had friends that over time I've seen them not talk well about me to people. All what they talk about me to people is my weak side. And when I discovered that over time, I've tried my best to just overlook whatever these ones are doing. And it got to a point it's actually getting to me. It's getting to me because I've reached my peak. I don't know how to talk. Whatever I say like this, they pick it up. They say you are being too assertive, you are being too bossy, you are being too confrontational, you are being too this, you are being too that. I began to live in the shadow of myself. Even if I want to say something, I have to look for how do I say it so that this person will not feel like I'm this and that and that and that. It got to a point, the best therapy for any form of abuse in any way, for any form of relationship, is to actually run away, is to move away. When I observe that there is nothing I do, these people will just, if I say this one, they will say that I don't know how to do it, I don't know how to do that, I don't know how to relate, I don't know how to that. We want you to be better, we want you to be a form version, we want you to be this. And I began to even live in the shadow of myself at the essence of them telling me they want me to be a better person. You know what I did? I moved. I began to cut ties. I began to move away from them. Because I was being killed. My person is being murdered inwardly. I became, low self-esteem began to set in, and I don't want that for myself. So my advice for anyone that is being verbally abused is that you move. If you've spoken to those people about it and they just feel like and there are some people, I've met them, they are never wrong in any situation. You are the one that is wrong. You are the one that does not know how to present the matter well. You are the one that doesn't handle the situation well. You are the one that doesn't. They are not wrong. They are just perfect. They just know how to do everything. My brothers and sisters, move. And if you know moving might even send another signal to them or something, use your brain. Apply this thing up here. That's why God gave us brain, okay? And I pray that the Lord will give you wisdom to actually handle such relationship. And if you are also in a relationship whereby you are being mentally abused, probably in a work relationship, you are just being stressed out, you're just mentally drained, so you insist that you move. Whatever form of abuse, most of our men have been verbally abused. Women, I give it to you. With these words, we are good at it. Even when we know that we cannot fight, women are good at words, and they use these words against their husband. Whatever the man do, you're not appreciative enough, you're not supportive, you don't appreciate the little effort. What did you do? What is it? Did you see Mr. Black Banja? Don't you see what he's doing for his wife? What are you doing? Why are you so... All those things, they are actually killing the ego of whoever you are saying them to. So even as a man, I understand that men can actually be abused too in a marital relationship. Whoever it is, male or female, if you are being abused in a relationship, the first thing for you to do is to distance yourself into a safe zone and get yourself together before seeking for counsel or probably seeking for peace. Any relationship whatsoever that you have and you don't have your peace of mind, marriage or friendship or work and there is no peace of mind in it, you are just you don't have your peace. I beg you in the name of God, just to move away from that relationship. I beg you, move away. Your sanity is important. This is why we have high level of depressed people, high level of suicide being committed in a society. Anything that is disturbing your peace, any relationship, any whatever disturbing your peace, please move away. And when seeking counsel, still, as you open your eyes and your ears, open your mind, because even those that are giving these counsels too, they are also being abused. So what do you expect? I remember speaking to a friend of mine, like a sister of mine, this early days of today, and the person was like, our pastors are not doing the best. They will keep telling these sisters to go and be enduring it. And I said, do you even know what the pastor's wife is, hiding under her own curtain? What do you expect? It takes a whole person to actually give a whole advice. So a pastor's wife that is, doing palpating, what's it called, panel beating therapy for her own marriage, you now expected her to advise a sister and tell the sister, leave that marriage. What will she say? She will say, yeah, marriage is all about enduring, my sister. Let's organize 3 days vigil where we will pray and commit the heart of our men into the hands of God. I'm not saying prayer is bad, but I'm just saying that do not blame this pastor's wife. And even when you're seeking counsel from whoever the person is, your mentor, your pastor, or your pastor, please open your mind. It is still left to you to make this decision. Yeah, it's left to you. And pastors and pastors' wives, mentors and marriage counselors, and marriage counselors, certification, different this thing now these days. Please be firm with whatever advice you are giving. Some advices are actually very erroneous. You are neither here or there, probably because you don't want to offend the man, or you don't want the woman to see you as or something. You will now be looking for a middle point, a middle ground. Call a spade a spade. I'm sure this advice will not go down well with some people, but the truth still remains the truth. Call a spade a spade. Stop looking for I don't want, we are not saying that you go and help the woman or the man to pack things out of the family. We're just telling you to give a firm advice. This is it. Mr. A, you are wrong for eating your wife. Not that, madam, if you two, you did not say that, maybe you wouldn't have eat you. You understand? Please, counselors, marriage counselors, mentors, pastors, prophets, imams, spiritual leaders. It is high time for us to take up this task and do see. If the Lord has committed you to pastor and shepherd his fold, shepherd them well. Give advice that in the future you will not be biting your hands and you bite your feet and be saying, I didn't do this well. Don't, because of the offering that the husband or probably the woman is bringing, I will not give the right advice you should give. Okay? Please. And above all, before any relationship whatsoever or any marriage, and I think I also should see the next video, subsequently in my videos, we will be addressing these issues: current flags, red flags in marriage, red flags in relationship. And everything I've said in this video is actually applicable to anyone in relationship, to marital relationship. That boy is eating you and you are still sitting down. Well done, no. Good girl. You will change that, keep it up. The Lord will help you. The Lord is a muscle, okay? Because the person that slapped you now, I'm sure that you're married, he or she will do worse, okay? This is just my own penny for us. Please, let's handle these things better. Separation is not divorce, okay? Separation is not divorce. I'm not saying that Christy, they are preaching divorce. That's not what I'm preaching, no. I'm just saying you should separate yourself to safety, and I pray God help us. If this video has blessed you and you will learn one or two things, please relate with me in the comment section. Let me hear from you. What do you think our women or our men should do when they are in a situation whereby they are being verbally abused? If you learn one or two things from this video, give me a massive thumbs up, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.